Welcome back, attractive and well-educated watchers to Thrive. It has been many updates since we last came back. We can load games now, allegedly. We can start a new game now. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We'll see what they've added. We hear they've added a lot. We hear they're actually working on multi-cell right now, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah, no, it's an even crisper little thingy. All right, that's cool. Okay. So looks to be the same controls as usual. We can zoom out all the way. We know it's a. Oh dear. Well. That looks like some ammonia. Ammonia is our ideal starting platform. Now, some phosphates. As you know, we just start out as this adorable little phospholipid bilayer. Pretty sure this time around we're going to try to go as, oh, they've sharpened up the colors quite a bit here. We're going to try to go as branched out as possible. So we want to be able to process ammonia and iron and sunlight, just everything right away. Yeah, the colors are way more vivid now. We really like that a lot. Alright, let's find them phosphates. Are they hard to find down here? Is that our problem? It is pretty down here, though. Yeah, new launchers come out. Oh, here they are. Ask and ye shall receive. Yeah, new launchers come out, save game function has come out, the predatory pila has not only been fully implemented, but apparently also perfected. There's all sorts of stuff. They've apparently pretty much gotten done with almost everything in the total workload for a single cell stage. So we're coming back here. We know we have a couple of people who are actually really excited about this. Oh, they've evened that out a bit. Alright, well, you guys know what our primary goal is always to be. It's to move up, to get up here where the sky is very blue and open and we have a lot of lux. Cilia yet to be implemented. Bioluminescent vacuole to be implemented. But otherwise, no behavior yet. We bet that comes later. Like, in the developmental stages. You know what? We're gonna start with chemosynthetic proteins. We're just gonna plop a chemosynthetic protein right up there. And we're also going to put a thylakoid. No, a rustacyanin molecule up here. And we're going to ridge it up a little bit, because being rigid lowers our mobility, but it raises our health. And we tend to like being rigid, like a plant. Oh, we can name it now. Oh, geez. So the name of our species will be, wait, yeah, Daginium, wait. Shyensis sounds a little too advanced. Shyrosea. That's the one. Daginium Shyrosea. That's gonna be our name. Boom. Saving successful. Oh, that's new. We have never saved before. Oh, sounds like we got a start of a very real series here. A very real series. So we have a rustacyanin molecule. So we're gonna head to this rust, like right now. Om nom nom. Is that all? No. We're going up higher. What's the H? We don't remember the button to make us om nom nom better. Because that would be what would get us like a full tank automatically, as we recall. Oh, get away from the oxytoxy. Okay. As you can see, we're just rolling around. Daginium Shyrosea. H. G? G. Okay, it's G. Sorry, we had to figure it out. It's been a while. So if you're excited to see how this new updated version of Thrive works, we know we really are, actually. We're really excited about it. Please remember to hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for all notifications, comment in the comment section down below. No, you can do it, you can do it! Okay, there we go. Comment in the comment section down below, and make sure to share anywhere you can. Biggest thanks, as always, go to all of our lovely patrons over on Patreon for all of their support and goodwill, without which we would... It's the abyssopelagic. No, we're good. We don't feel like going even farther down. We want to go up. Yeah, big thanks to all of our patrons over on Patreon for all of their goodwill and support, without which we would have never started any of this awesome YouTubing in the first place. So please do consider going on down to the description for all links to support us. Go on over to Patreon, where we still make pretty regular content, and please consider pledging even just $1 a month, because every dollar helps. The ATP balances, we legit don't know. We think that's our expense, and that's what we get. No, we have no thylakoids. So we're going to pop out another thylakoid, and probably another chemosynthesizing thingamaboop. And we're going to make ourselves even more rigid, because we tend to like being rigid. Like a plant. Daginium Shyrosea. Ooh. This may or may not have been a poor decision. We do not have much lux. Oh no. No, we've just got to find food. Any food will do at this point. We can take it all. It just has to be a food. If we make it to a food, any food at all. Hydrogen sulfide, we're looking at you. You were the bane of our existence in old games. Where are you now, hydrogen sulfide? Where are you now? No, this is clearly just a bad spot, and we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to suicide. Clorp. Yeah, this is more what we're talking about. And we have a full stomach of glucose this time, which we expect to have, like, consistently, but I guess not. Alright, so this is uncomfortable, but we're in a lot better situation than we started off earlier. We need to make way more food. To get way more food, to make way more food. We need to be higher up, we need to have more lux. Light right now does not reach us, so the thylakoid that we got earlier was basically worth nothing. But this iron is never worth nothing. And that is the phosphate we were looking for. Don't worry about it, we got it. Om nom 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 nom. Evolve. Skip, 10 million years or whatever. One of us died, sadly. But now we're going to get up to 1 lux. Still not going to help us, for the record. Because 1 lux is just not enough. But we're getting ready. We're getting ready. So we do that. And... 1 moment. Turn iron into ATP. Turn ATP into ammonia. We are actually just gonna push it with our thylakoids this time around. Because soon they will be really, really important. Do we get anything? Nope, we get nothing yet. So this little feller here probably gonna die unless we can find something really, really fast. Incidentally, looks like we can. Nom 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 nom. Sweet. Okay, well, now we are going to have to follow the trail. No, that's not true. We just don't have enough. We can't eat fast enough, we guess? We need more rust. We needed more rusticyan in there. No, we just we just got a suicide for this one. This happens. Now this is what we're talking about. Right? See, this is what the chance nature of life is all about. A lot of people think, you know, oh, this place was made just for me because I fit to it so well. Well, no, if it wasn't made for you, you'd just be dead. And nobody would be there to tell your story, especially not you. So, you know, maybe that. But people don't tend to think about that in this day and age. They're far too concerned with the fantastical notion that somehow everything was made specially for us. Alright. But we're doing our best. Here's where the game gets good. 100 lux, baby. And now things are very different. We can continue to add 2 more thylakoids. This keeps pushing our energy potential until we just start making glucose. Now, we're not at the best we're going to get right now, because next time we evolve, we will push into the tide pool area where 200 lux is possible. And there, we will thrive. Quite thrively, indeed, actually. Now, we move pretty slow, but we have 320 population worldwide. And we are we're a pretty robust little critter. Even as we move, we are getting more fuel for ourselves. Even if we are kind of pushing it a little low on the iron train. That's fine, because here we can gather up a huge supply of glucose. Now, this glucose is going to run us probably way more efficiently than the iron, because we have a lot more glucose processing than we have iron processing. Actually, we think we have about the same, but it's cool. Oh my goodness, yes please! Let's travel in a herd! We are super down. We're gonna go with these guys. They seem to know what they're doing. Actually, we should have gone with the guys up north. They seem to know what they're doing a lot better. Oh, no. One of them decided, no, screw that direction. He was gonna join us. Now, we do need more ATP. Once again, we are starting to play this stop-and-go sort of game. But because we're using glucose, it's a lot less arduous. Glucose is just better fuel. We're wondering how all of these guys, who are by all means identical to us, are able to keep this constant motion on so long without dying. Because they should be running the same sorts of limitations as we are. Now that we're out of iron to supplement ourselves, we unfortunately do not produce glucose when we're on the crawl. But we do produce glucose when we sit still. So that's not actually an entirely bad thing. We're like a plant. That being said, we could do better, and we can get more glucose. Hey, buddy, are you okay? Come on. Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, we can still produce glucose while we sit still, like a plant. So, we are indeed planting out, and don't ever down on plants, because plants have been around longer than almost any other form of life. Almost. Not all, but almost. Plants, they know how to do. They know what their business is. Ooh, food. And by this, it doesn't matter how lonely the world gets. Because, after all, we have food to sustain ourselves for that time. And if we really, really need food, we can just hang around and wait for our stomach to fill itself up. Now, we will need to get more ATP processing over time. So we think next time around we're actually not even going to try to get 2 thylakoids, we're going to get 1 thylakoid. And one of those things that, makes you do ATP faster. We got some ammonia here. So we're going to stock up on that what we can. We notice we magically got a lot slower from that ammonia. It was like, he's full. It's full. We suppose it is not a guy-girl thing at this point. We are definitely far too early for that. So, it is full. They are full. Yes, more respectful. They are full now. Good. This little guy, this little thingamaboop. We're not a phospholipid bilayer alone anymore. We now are a prokaryotic organism. We don't have a nucleus. But we do have organelles. Probably all kind of just chilling together, not wanting to die, and utilizing each other for that. We got a mild boost there. We're going to run off in search of phosphate, which, as we recall, is like the worst. And they don't seem to have changed that, so phosphate will still probably remain the worst. At some point, we want to start building our own ammonia. That'll inevitably make the fight only about finding phosphates instead of finding ammonia. But we need to make ATP way faster, or that will kill us. So, I mean, we guess the future is clear, right? Pushing out. It seems with that ammonia, though, we're a little bit more stable and we can hold our ATP more easily, or produce ATP more easily. We don't know. It's a little confusing at this stage, and we're not a biochemist. You should ask Phrenomythic about that. Over on Phrenotopia. Go check that out. They actually started following us for Thrive, and we like talking to them every now and then. They live in a very different time zone, but we enjoy hearing from them. Ooh, you know what might start being good soon? A pokey device. A big, fat pokey device on the front of us. We can start building backward, you know? Daginium Shyrosea? Oh, yes. Keep it up, guys. Come on. Oh, they were just moving at the same rate as us. Right, because we're all the same species. Here's a little bit of ammonia. Hopefully that will leave our eventual progeny all nice and happy and full of ammonia, so that we don't have to do this stupid song and dance for nearly as long next time. Kinda wish we could speed up time a little bit. Okay, buddy. Here we get to sit and wait for a little bit, and we will probably just check out for a little bit, and let you guys get skipped through this scene. Alright, so we just left off there for several minutes. We cannot die in this phase. This little guy right here, you'll notice that there's the outside layer is just rigid enough to kind of hold everything in. These little barrels, they process sunlight, which we are now at 100 lux, so they're getting quite a bit sunlight at this point. They process sunlight and they turn it into glucose. Much like a precursor to photosynthesis. These long squigglies process hydrogen sulfide, which we haven't encountered since we got them. And these cubes process iron ions. They're rustocyanin molecules. So these all give us energy. We've waited for a little bit. As you can see, the thylakoids, the little barrels right there, they were more than enough to give us plenty of glucose, waiting several minutes for this. It's boring, but like a plant, it's extremely stable. Unless you're screwed with in this state, you simply cannot die. You get all of the nutrients you need just from the sunlight. And this is at 100 lux. Imagine how it is at twice the rate. We would have spent half that time. We spent maybe like 3 or 4 minutes or whatever waiting for that. So about a full point of glucose per minute. Now that doesn't really do us terribly much like right now or in the long run, but it does us a lot right now. It does us a lot right now. It'll hopefully get us to the next patch of phosphates, or at least distance ourselves out into the ocean even farther. ATP is our struggle right now. It just is. And we're losing glucose pretty fast because of it. So we might have to go into another period of dormancy if we can't find something suitably helpful. Like this giant cloud of glucose. That is indeed what we would refer to as suitably helpful. We're just gonna engulf every glucose that we go through. Nom nom nom. Glucose. Just give us all that glucose. That's food. Glucose happens to be one of the most energy-rich substances that we have. If you've seen a few episodes back, we had a Kriskazot video about what is energy and what is ATP, and that's very interesting. We still recommend you go there. It's still... it is still what it is, you know, it's a good video. Yeah, but we have also, we believe, cycled out most of the in-description links for Thrive to Phrenotopia and Phrenomythic. Because he's actually a real-world biologist, and he knows about how this works. He has an excellent series on how life forms and the polarity of life and things like that. We really recommend that people check it out. That tons of glucose was actually really good. It got us going. It kept us from having to go through another waiting period of like stasis, as it were. So we don't really feel like doing that. You know, we have a certain amount of time that we like to spend on each of these videos. 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes up to an hour, but that's a rare occasion. Yeah, we're just chugging along. It is a bit of a lonely world, because we are indeed the only thing here right now. We don't believe that there are any other things on this level. So we're not going to find anybody to fight and eat, which would be lovely. But at the same time, it's empty. It's a lonely world. Oh, more food? More food. Yeah, oh, extend right out for us. Yes. Don't run yourself out too much. You don't want to have to take more than a couple passes, you know. It's got nice music, too. It's not like anything alive would be able to properly hear yet, because hearing wouldn't be an advent of evolution for a long time. No, but this is good. This is good. This did what we needed to. Once again, back out into the brink. Our goal is to find phosphates. We have all of the ammonia we'll ever need for this generation, or 1,000 generations or so, but phosphates, it's where we're going. We don't know what that one is still. Okay. Oh, we feel like we need speed as well, but we just don't process enough glucose or ATP yet to warrant a flagellum. Oh, and don't touch those little crosses. That's oxytoxy free-floating through the water. It'll hurt and kill you. Yep, that's our story and we're sticking to it. Feel free to tell us in the comments if we're wrong, but we're pretty sure we're not. At least at this stage of the game. Come on! Come on! All the way into the ocean! Pardon. We're actually really excited about this because this will not be the last episode of this particular run of Critter. This Critter is gonna keep going and going to keep being a thing for many episodes now that there's a save function and we can finally get to enjoy this on a long scale, a long-term scale, which we think we've only ever done 2 episodes maximum for a Critter before. And that's the stabby little red narwhals and the Lonely World. Yeah. Which was a total bust, by the way. We do not blame anybody if they didn't like the Lonely World episode. We probably shouldn't have even aired that one. But you live and learn, and you know, now we'll just cut out really significant portions, like, you know, 30-minute long portions of seeing no resources, no ammonia, no phosphates, no enemies, and no anything else. Yeah, no, we're good. Next time, we're not gonna make people slog through that one. We shouldn't have even aired that episode. But we're learning, and we're glad for the people who support us through our learning experience. Alright. Oh, more glucose. Oh, it looks like we're finally gonna be able to actually top off the engine here. Bam. Good. For a long trip, we would think. Nom 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 nom. That's some good glucose. Now, if only we could find some frickin' phosphates. Alright. Keeping it up. Moving it along. This isn't so bad, actually. Once again, this is what our guy looks like. Like, this is what they look like. A blob with some things floating around inside of it. Almost all of which are probably getting a mutual benefit from being with each other and not, you know, being floating out here, dying and getting eaten by things. You guys are going the wrong direction. We were just there. It's okay. Maybe we're going the wrong direction. Maybe they already devoured all of the food and they're heading away from the wasteland and we're heading into the wasteland. Would a meteor like to drop somewhere nearby? You know, just crash in. It would be great. We'd be totally cool with it. We don't want going down. We want to go right. It feels like the right direction, in the most literal sense. So, we've been going down for a while. Now we're gonna go right. Bam. Oh? Well, we found something. You guys are definitely going the wrong direction, though. We're telling you. You're going the wrong direction. The way wrong direction. We came from there. There's no cheese at the end of that tunnel, dude. We love these giant bubbles in the background. Super cool. You'd be completely unable to interact with them, of course, because you're so small. You would Oh, we just took a little tiny hit to the ATP for a second there. Yeah, you're so small at that point that you... That's like a fish sticking its head out of the water. Oh my god. It's ammonia. Yes. More. Yay. Anybody notice, looking back at the clip, that... Anybody else see ammonia... When we go through ammonia, glucose going way faster? That's like a serious question. We don't know if we're just tripping or if there's some truth to it. Just want this phosphate. Bring us to the promised lands. We need to evolve and end the video. Ooh. It's muy necesito. The music's not bad. We like it. Little things floating around, disappearing, reappearing. Oh, geez. Sadly, if we don't find anything to eat soon, we're gonna have to go into one of those naughty stasis periods. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Actually, you know, as we're gearing up here and slowly recovering, we discovered, yeah, we can save, so we think this is where we're gonna end today's video. If you like what you saw, remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon for all notifications. Remember to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Given a good old-fashioned life finds a way. And maybe give a cheer for Daginium Shyrosea? Yeah, Daginium Shyrosea. And, yeah, you know, life finds a way. So, yeah, and share around, especially to those you think are interested in evolution and science. Biggest thanks, as always, to all of our lovely patrons over on Patreon for all of their goodwill and support, without which we would have never gotten as far as we have gotten, or even started this awesome YouTubing channel in the first place. So consider going on down to the description for all the places to support us. Go on over to Patreon, where we make pretty regular content, and pledge even just $1 a month. Without further ado, we're going to let you guys go, so stay safe, stay inside, save lives, and remember that Black Lives Matter. Bye-bye.